Okay, I'm still experimenting with angles here. It's uncomfortable having the tripod like right in front of me, and the whole turning it upside down um, is a pain. I think the angle looks kind of weird, so we're gonna try this kind of angled perspective. See if that works. And today's poem. One second. Today's poem is this one over here. It is January 10th today. Today's poem is Like They Say by Robert Creeley. I'm coming to that thing again where I find like short poems, I don't really have a lot to say. Let's try. You know, sometimes you don't have something to say about the poem that you're looking at. Sometimes you just don't connect with it. I'm just gonna move on. I'm gonna do 2 poems today. So I'm also gonna label this one January 10th, 2025, because I wanna read something and like actually like have something to say about it. So this is Moths by Adam Zagajewski. See, for those of you that argue about, I wonder why he put these 2 poems side by side, because this one I feel says more than this one, but about the same things. So it's both about being outside of nature and being separated from nature. And so this one's just like, I'm disturbing woodpeckers. And this one's being observed by moths. Yeah, so I'm just gonna think more on it here. The tripod's right here, so it's creating a little awkwardness for my hand, so I'm just gonna move the book over. Okay. Yeah, so this idea of the Lacanian gaze especially is where it was in philosophy, I think, first kind of introduced in like literary analysis and stuff like that. That the person doing the gazing has the power, so that they or it, in this case the moths, have power over what is being watched, because that's the perspective that we're seeing it. We're seeing it through those eyes. When you're being gazed upon, the power is not with you. It is with whoever's doing the gazing. So the moths have the power here. The moths are the one doing the watching. And we see that with a bit of violence here too, that they're people being watched or being skewered, and their gaze by the gaze. I point out a little bit about like the harder than their shattering wings is an interesting phrase, and then we get here this ha sha, like that kind of sound, which is also complemented by the then there, like the H, the H sounds, and then pointing out, past the pain could be a the word homophone. I think homophone is the word where it's pain and then pain sounds the same. Past the pain. Oh, like go back to like your little emo days, right? And we'll be here within more and more in. So this is like a repetition. And then like there's more in because it's August, which is a month when you generally be outside, right? During the summer. But they're inside. So we're getting this very much insular notion that you're outside of nature. So even though you're in, you are outside. Yeah. I like this poem much better than this one. This personal preferences. I'm sure other people will have more to say about this poem. Yeah, so I didn't read the poem out loud to you, so I'll do that now. Moths watched us through the window, seated at the table. We were skewered by their lambent gazes, harder than their shattering wings. You'll always be outside, past the pain, and we'll be here within more and more in. Moths watched us through the window in August. Yeah, so there's that. Let me know what you think. If you have any thoughts on this poem, also let me know. And thank you for watching.